I want to talk about certainty. I want to talk about the idea. Well, I want to ask you, are you sure of that? Are you absolutely convinced of what you believe? And why are you convinced about it? Now, one of the founders of modern psychology, the great William James, brother of the novelist Henry James, wrote a wonderful, wonderful book. It's a set of lectures that he delivered in Edinburgh around about 1900, 1901, called The Varieties of Religious Experience. He is the first psychologist to examine many things, but he was the first psychologist to say, is there a psychology of religion? Is there a psychology of belief? And one of the things he talked about was noesis, having a noetic experience which convinces you that something is true. Now, often, we have the scientific sense of certainty, which is something that changes according to new evidence and new interpretations of evidence. It's not a set of beliefs. It's a comprehension of the world. And there have been significant changes in scientific belief in the last 50 years, let alone the last 100 or the last 150, since, say, Hubble worked out that the universe was rather larger than we had imagined, hugely larger than we had imagined. There have also been incredible innovations and understandings that have come from scientific inquiry. The science is fluid, flexible, changing. It should not ever be a belief system. It becomes a belief system for many people who then resist new ideas. So when Barry Marshall did work on ulcers and came to the belief that a bacterium called Helicobacter pylori, H. pylori, was the cause of ulcers in the stomach and duodenum, he was pretty much ridiculed. And it took 10 years for him to get his basic idea through, which was in the 1980s, and another 10 years to bring it into use, because the textbook said, that the doctors had read, that bacteria can't survive in the human stomach because it's too acidic. In fact, H. pylori makes your stomach more acidic. It likes it that way. And 95% of ulcers are indeed caused not by stress, which is what doctors used to say, though stress certainly doesn't help. 95% of ulcers are caused by H. pylori. So the certainty that scientific people, doctors, had, people who have a sort of 8-year training to do what they're doing, was wrong. It was based upon an authoritarian belief rather than on scientific authority or understanding. I think it's very important for us to continue to question our beliefs and wonder why we have come to the points of view that we have. And that is certainty in the sense of certainty. So the question to ask yourself is, why am I sure of that? Why am I certain of that? And I hope that's a useful thought. And I hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much.